Okay, it's time to start my new streaming. So yesterday we came far. I have done 3 streamings. The first one, it was really bad with a very slow laptop. The second one, it went well. I streamed to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time, so it was cool. And the last one, I just did it to test OBS again, and actually it went well. Yep. So today we are going to continue, and but today I'm going to have a tough work. Why? So I've been playing a lot with bringing the time of management system and building this, and it was fine. But before I was managing time of types with A&M, and if we go and we look at our database, here the time of requests table, if we look at the table, we have a type, and we don't have a relation with the time of types. We have a num that we store there, and if we go to the model, time of request, it's not this one, it's this one. Okay, we can see that actually we have cast to this num, and it's fine. It was fine, but now we are refactoring our system, and we want to improve it. So right now, if I go back, to the employee view, I have a lot of errors. So we need to fix those. And that's what I'm going to work today. So let's see if I go to the overview. Boom. Not good, not working. And I'm going to focus on fixing this stuff. So I have six tests failing, but it's fine because I have tests and I can look where the tests are failing. And okay, let's switch this. Let's close everything, and I'm going to do something so I can keep my focus on fixing this stuff. I just want to commit everything, send everything to the repo, and then I can start to fix things, even that I know that the pipeline is going to fail, the tests are going to fail on the repo, but okay, we will fix that. It will take some time, but I don't worry. Let's just where is my friend? Where is Copilot? I need to go to the door. I'll be right back. No. Back. Why don't I have the Copilot here? Why don't I have? Strange. Beatriz. Sorry. Okay. I don't plugins. Cool. Pilot? No. Okay. Don't know why. It was missing. Installing. In the meanwhile, let's just open here the repo, the actions. By the way, I have added to the video description the links to the repo, the link to the repo. Restart. Okay, let's restart. Okay, we have our code pilot friend again. So we have two people on the chat. So hello, I'm Francisco Barrento. I'm a Laravel developer, and I mainly work with the backend part of it. But so a friend of mine have asked me if I was able to build an application to manage people on his company or business, and that's what I'm doing. I'm building an app so we can use to manage time offs, overtimes of the employees, and in the end we can build and run reports, and then we can send to the company that deals with the payroll, and they can pay and they can process the overtimes according with the Portuguese law, and also manage the time offs that the employees have. Okay, again, I think I'm repeating myself. Okay, now commit and push everything. Okay, free canvas. And now, first thing, let's start by change our migrations. Okay, so migrations, we want to go to create time of stable. I'm going to change name. Time of requests. Next time I will know. And now the type, it's not going to be anymore a type. We are going to say that this is going to be a foreign ID. Yes, ID. ID for even that the ID of the time of types is a UID. Laravel solves this behind the scenes, so we don't need to worry about it. Only if it was we don't need to worry about it. So wait, because we need the time of types table before we let's test it. Time of type, I think we do, because it's a constraint and it will ask for the table or will require the table. Okay. Now we don't want to see it already. Let's bring this to the bottom. You have migrated everything, but actually I don't know if this is going to work with because I'm running the application with a SQLite, and I don't know if this is going to work. With Postgres. Bottom right. Okay, but it say that it run. But I don't care. I just going to rename this, and I'm doing this. This is we cannot do this if the application was already deployed to production or to stage, but I haven't deployed the application yet, so I have a lot of freedom to play with database and the database migrations. And here I want to bring this to the 11, let's say the 15. Okay, let's run again the migrate fresh. Beautiful. And now let's update our model. Not this one. It's going to be a time of request. Okay. And now on the time of request, I can start to do here a lot of things. So type, it's not going to be a type. Actually, it's going to be a time of type ID, and it's going to be a string. And we can say that this will have a property read time of type. Yep, it's going to be a time of type. Now the time of type ID, we are going to cast it to a string, and now we are going to declare the relation. So so I have these traits to handle the relations to the other entities. Belongs to employee, belongs to organization, belongs to a period. Why? Because I'm always using this or I need to declare these relations in a lot of other models. So instead of repeating myself, I'm using this. So now, interesting, and why music again? Much better, I hope. Okay. And now we go here, and we say that. Time of type, yeah, and it belongs to okay, and let's build the relation. Yeah. This is wrong because this is we will not use the name anymore, and here we can import the model, and now it will know that this is the model. Okay, it belongs to an organization, and public function time of requests, and it has many time of requests and this. Okay, beautiful. And now I want to work on tests. To work on tests for this. So unit models. Let's run them all and see what are the tests that all the tests failing. And I was expecting this. No worries. Let's begin from the bottom. Okay, to an array. Actually, that we are here, and we are here. We want to go to the definition, and time of type. Okay, here this we will need to change this. Also, and now this is not good. this is not going to be this is going to be a time of type ID, and this will be time of type, not DNAM. Do we have DNAM here? We should. Okay. This is why, and now we can bring the model. Time of the model and the factory. Okay. Not null constraint. Time of requests type. But haven't I removed the type from the table? No. Not paying attention, Francisco. You are thinking on the stream, and if there are anyone on the stream, there is no one. So you can relax and enjoy and do things at your pace. Yeah. So now the array is not going to be the same, and time of request test, and this is not going to be, this is going to be the first test passing. Let's go to the second one, and so my youngest daughter, she's listening music very loud. And I don't know if my neighbors, they are going to like it, but I'm going to give her 2 more minutes. 9:30, I will tell Beatriz, calm down. Maybe the neighbors, they are not going to be happy. This is going to pass also again. Okay. Maybe I can run all again and see what are the tests that are failing, and work with those that are failing. fix those that are failing. One test is failing, and it should be something related with the time of type in M, of course, because right now we want to set the time of type time of employee relationship, come on, relation. And here, okay, if so, time of type request, time of type. Come on, do we need to really? We don't need to go to make our lives harder. But if I do this, so type, I'm not following Laravel conventions, and what happens is, so we should declare our relations with the methods that where we are declaring our relations with the same name of the models that we are really with. So the names of the methods, they should match the model that we are relating to. Okay? And this is the Laravel convention. And with this, Laravel behind the scenes resolves the foreign key that we have on the table. And Laravel will know that the key name should be time underscore of underscore type underscore ID. So if we change the name of this relation, okay, it's fine. And if we go to the test and okay, time of type relation is properly loaded, and let's see. And here maybe we don't know what is the let's wait. Let's delete everything. Now let's run the test and see. Fails? Why? Type. I was expecting it because so I was So I was wrong, because what matters, it's not the name of the method of the relation, but it's the name of the model, of course. And if the this model name, if it doesn't match the time of type ID, we will have a problem with that. But even though, why it's null? Look, it's here. Time of type ID. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was right, and if we null. I was right. Fake Francisco. Time. Time. I could be here all day long. Okay, what the hell is time? So I want to rename the relation, but I don't want to rename the relation to time. Time of, okay, null, and why it's null? Okay, I was right. Yeah. Sometimes I doubt of myself, but let's agree that I'm starting to know a little bit about Laravel and the way that the things work. But having time instead of type was making me doubt myself. And yeah, and now if we wanted to really know what was the name and do all those tests, we could, but we are just doing this. There is another way to test if the relation is properly set. Okay, we could do something like, for instance, we could say that expect, and we can say that we expect a new time of request, and we can say type to be instance, to be a instance, to be instance of, and now belongs to okay. So if we run the test, it works. So we are also testing if we are declaring the relation in the right way. We can keep this, no worries. But let's just move this to the bottom of, and actually let's write them and new time of request. Yeah. Can you guys hear the music of Beatriz? Actually, can we do that? I think it was a cool test. What do we have here on the DD? Is the relation, right? Yeah. Okay, it's the relation, and here on the relation we can get foreign key name, and since we are not following Laravel conventions, this is actually a good way to test it, and I think to be we can test in this way. This is something that very cool about PEST, that sometimes when writing tests I forgot, it's not we, I forgot that sometimes I can just bring the object, okay, that we want to test, bring the object, the value, it doesn't matter, okay, what we want to test. But if it's an object, we can put the expect the object, and then we can pass, or we can chain the properties of the object, in this case the model, and now it depends if you guys, I don't know if you think that this is easier to read or not, but I like it. Let's run the test. Oh, call to unidentified method. No, because auto completion. I don't know what happened there. No, but the type, actually we wanted to we want to say that this is to be an instance of the time of class, right? Okay, but what's happening is we have here the So this is not handy because we needed to repeat. So in this case, let's move back. So it's wrong. I think we need to say here and no, this is going to fail. Because here we are doing an assertion and it doesn't return the previous value, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm happy with this. We already solved the time of request tests. We have, I think, a proper coverage to the time of request model. Oh, we have someone in our streaming. Okay, hello. You can say hello if you want on the chat. Yeah, welcome. I'm playing a little bit with Laravel inertia, and I'm refactoring the application that I'm building. That is PeopleDear. Is an application to manage people on companies that are working for a company, and the users, they can request time offs, they can submit overtime, and then a people manager can go and approve those requests, and that's what I'm building. Okay. So if we go here, let's see, yeah, of course, because because now we need to see, but this is going to fail. Maybe not, because we have changed the factory, but let's see if we can log in again. Hey Sonia, how are you? Hello. I hope you are enjoying. Welcome back. Let me know if the music is good, the volume of the music, if the sound of the micro is good. This is very important for me, because so the average number of people viewing my streams is like, the average is 0.1 or 0.001, and so I don't have feedback. about my streamings and about the sound, the quality, the image, and oh, Sonia, thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Sonia. So let's continue. So now we have could not create time of request. Yeah, we continue to have a lot of problems, of course, but we were expecting that. So now I'm going to do something else that will be, let me just, before I do this, so I know that I'm bringing a lot of strange things to the repo, but okay, we can run composer lint to fix styles, to go, I think we don't go through PHP stan, but then we can already ship something to the repo or push something to the repo with a little bit more quality. So again, my laptop, it's so slow. I don't know. Again, the same talk about should I buy or should I not buy a new laptop for Christmas? What do you think, Sonia? Should I spend some money on Christmas buying a new laptop? I don't know. Or should I save some money so I can go with my daughters to have some days of vacations in Serra Nevada? And hopefully, Sonia, you will join us. Okay, Hector is failing, of course. Oh, so many changes. Okay, so it's done. Refactor, rename time of tables, and update relationships. Relations. Okay, so now let's see if we are able to solve this issue. Let me close. So it's so slow. What have we changed? So it's Paint and Rector. Okay. So now actually let's go to the, I have a test for this, but I want to play a little bit with controllers. So this is the employee overview controller, and yeah, today I was watching a live stream, of course, from Nuno Maduro and with Brent, and so they were talking about Laravel best practice and how should we organize, or how they organize an application ready to scale, and it was very interesting. The way that okay, if we should always have actions for everything, and how we should structure queries, and if we should have queries on our controllers or not, and they were talking about how they create tests, and then Brent and tests. Have I said tests? Tests? It's not tests. Okay. What I want to say, queries. So I'm following. So I have a folder where I have the queries that I want to run on this application. Okay, and let's see how. For instance, we have this one, latest user time of request query. Okay, latest user time of request query. And it's very handy, it's cool, I think we can use it. Actually we cannot use this, not allowed, no, it's allowed, but let's say if we want to use this query on the context of a console command, we will not have the current user, because this is resolved, this attribute is resolved from the request on, let's say, on a HTTP request context. So these tests are all wrong, actually. And if you want to run this on the, let's say, on a job or something on the queue that we need, and we don't have the user or the authenticated user, we cannot use this attribute. So we can use this, let's say, on form requests, on controllers, but other than that, we cannot. So this is wrong, and we need to have this in mind. But Brent was saying that he names these queries, instead of query builders, and I also think that makes sense. But he declares this in another way. Let's give it here an example. He make these classes invocable, and we can refactor this, because I think we only use this in one place. So latest user time of request query, and requests rename. Let's rename it to builder. So I cannot listen to anything, because then I never finish my projects, because I'm always refactoring stuff, and that's not good. So we have changed this. Now we have a public function construct, and instead of having the construct, we are going to have the invoke method, right? And now we are going to accept we can accept latest user, so the user is required. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm just going to have a private builder, and it's going to be a eloquent builder. And now on the invoke no. And here I can say this builder equals to user query. Okay, but since we want to run this every time on the context of, and this will return a builder. Okay. This will return a builder, this one, okay, where user ID equals to user ID. Perfect. And now we can do this. Public function limit, and we will accept an integer, and why it will be a count. Let's say it's a limit. And now we want to this builder limit, and this is what our query does. And we have refactored this, and I really think that this is much more how can I say, come on, sometimes I lose myself. Elegant. Now we don't need this anymore, and now we can go to the employee overview controller. Okay, and we are importing this, right? We are not only going to need the current user, and we can simplify so many things right now, because we don't need to go and get this. Okay, because if we have the user, we will have the employee. Sometimes I really complicate stuff. So now we just pass the user to the query, and we want the time of request with the employee organization, but also with the type. So the employee will be the user employee. I don't know if we need that. Okay, here the same, we can do the same here, but let's just die and dump this here, the time of requests. Okay, type error. Return none. Francisco. Yep. So time of requests, we don't have any, but the query is working, right? The query is working. The problem, it should be another problem. Let's just look at our database. So what is this user ID? And now let's go to the time of requests. Actually, we have a lot of time of requests here, employee ID. Let's filter this. But we don't have any for this employee ID. The user ID? No, stupid. Francisco Barrento, again. I need to be so patient with myself. Again, let's go to the controller. It's not the user, it's the employee ID. Okay, Francisco. Okay. So actually we have 3 time of requests. Okay. This is the query. It's not the user ID, it's the employee ID. No. It's the employee ID, but it's the user employee ID. I was about to say, and there we have it. Okay, if someone is going to watch this later, they will make a lot of fun of me. Of course, this I can say that this is going to be the type of time of request, and here the query that we want to perform, it's not from a user. Come on. Okay, 3 time of requests. And the type is null. Okay, agree. Agree, because this comes from the seeders and we haven't worked with the seeders. But now let's just remove this. Okay. Just looking. Okay. Time of request date, parameters, missing type, of course. So let's look at our seeders. Let me close everything again and let me go to the. We have the time of request seeder. Let's see. What are we? So we have employees, we have organization, and okay, we have the active period. So is it missing? And since we have the organization, okay, we can say that they will always be from the type of vacations right now. And we can say something like 4, and we will say organization. It does have a time of types. Okay, we want to go and get the first. The first, where is the first? It's here. The first. And let's see if we... What is he complaining about? Expected parameter of the... null provided. Okay, baby. Let's fix that. So, vacation, time off, type equals to no, this is not a, this is a time off type, right? Let's migrate again. We have an error. Call to an unidentified function. Time of request, time of type. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And why? And why? Because the relation name we need to, so if when we are using a factory on the for method, that it's when we are creating a model, the relations that we want on that model created through a factory. So if we follow Laravel conventions, meaning that the employee relation, the method is employee, the organization the same, the active period the same, but we know that regarding time of types, I decided to go with a type only for the name of the method, even that the model name is time of type. So what we need to do here is just to say that the relationship is type. And now Laravel knows that it's going to associate this model that it has here on the first parameter to the relationship type, and behind the scenes Laravel will know how to deal with this. Right? Yeah, pretty. So now I will need to log in again. We have login. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, could not cast a name for property. Petty Laravel data exception. Of course, we haven't touched the data objects. Okay, maybe I can share something with you, because I really like to use data objects or data objects from and use the Petty Laravel package, and it does a lot of things behind the scenes. We can cast names, we can create transformers, we can manipulate the case of the properties when we are transforming this to a JSON, to an array, and then we can have beautiful attributes or properties with the camel cases on the front end, but we can store and we can transform these to snake case to store on the database. So it's an amazing package, and I really we use it a lot on my work, and so and for me it's very interesting, because when I'm declaring an action, and when I'm passing a data object or a value object there, so I'm behind the scenes, I'm making sure and I'm ensuring what are the types that I am expecting for create I don't know, a time off or something. And then if I'm implementing some third party, okay, and the service to manage that third party, and if I'm declaring an interface and then implementing services for several third parties, when I'm creating the service, I'm declaring the data that I'm expecting to get back from the third party, so I can pass it to so I can consume it on the action, and in that way I'm enforcing the types that I'm expecting. Okay, the use case, it's very cool, I like it, but everything comes with a cost. And if we search Laravel data, yeah, we come here to the Laravel package, and let's see, because this package does a lot of things behind the scenes, like validation, I don't know, a lot of things. But if we go here to advanced usage, I don't know if it is an advanced usage or, let me see, requirements, third-party packages, questions and issues. Should nope. Here. So Laravel Data is a powerful package that leverages PHP reflection to infer as much information as possible. While this approach provides a lot of benefits, it thus comes with a minor performance overhead. This overhead is typically negligible during development, but it can become noticeable in a production environment with a large number of data objects. Guess what? We have a lot of data objects already on PeopleDear, and so next thing. Fortunately, Laravel data is designed to operate efficiently without relying on this by allowing you to cache the results of its complex analysis. This means that the performance cost is incurred only once rather than on every request. By caching the analysis results before deploying your production to production, you ensure that a pre-analyzed cached version of the data objects is used, significantly improving performance. Okay, now how we organize this configuration? Okay, we say that the store is the Redis prefix Laravel data, the cache prefix. Okay, and now we have the directories where we have the data objects that extends from this package. Okay, and now, so where is the tricky thing is when we start to say, okay, we need modules for our application, we need I don't know, we don't we start to create data objects inside of the HTTP folder, and then on data service we need a data object for that service, and we create a data object inside of the service folder in a subfolder of some party. And now we need to cache them, and we need to find and we need to maintain data objects everywhere. Okay. So one thing to have in mind is, and this is like an architectural decision while writing Laravel applications, and if we are going to use this package, I think it's very important to maintain all the data objects inside of the data folder right after the app folder. In this way we are able to manage this performance issue quite very easy, because we have all data objects inside of this folder. But if we start to play around and put and spread the data objects everywhere in our application, we will pay later on that. Okay, so data and what was the problem? It's good. Okay, but let's go to the HTTP. Where are we casting on the overview controller? On the employee overview controller, are we using some? It's here. We have the vacation balance data, and we have the time of request data, and of course that if we go to this data object here is expecting a type, but the type, it's no longer this one. Okay, and now the type actually this type will be a time of type, but it's not an enum, not an enum. Let's bring the model. Let's see if this works. We have our overview page back working, and yeah, we have icons resolved from from the back end to the front end with an enum, and it's beautiful. So, but really, I don't want to pass the model here because we are on the data objects worlds when we are on this folder. So actually, I want a time of type because I'm a data object freak. Time of type, and we actually already have. I was working yesterday after the streamings and playing around. So now we want to say that this type, it's going to be from a time of type data, and fingers crossed, dun, 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 and it works, and it's so amazing. So now I want to inspect some stuff on the front end. Index.ts sheesh, or employee overview. Okay, we are getting the employee, the vacation balance, the time of requests, and yeah, oh, we are already console log this. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so we have the time of request, created at, employee ID is alpha day false, organization, period, and the period, we have a period, start date, status, okay, status, we have a color, an icon, a label, a status ID, maybe I should, of course, I need to change this, and we can do it. Where can we do it? Time request status data, and we can say, okay, this is going to be the ID or the value. Actually, it's not the ID, because this is the translation of an enum, and I think I am using this on a transformer. Yeah. So, and we don't want to break anything more, so this is going to be the value. Right. Let us see if everything goes. Slow network. Are you kidding with me? It's not the network that is slow, it's everything that is slow. Come on. That's why I need to buy what? Not a new microphone. For sure. Status. Okay, we have fixed that, the value, but we want to go to the front end, of course, and I want to go to the time of requests, and now the time of request. What is this? Interface time of request. I need to work on this, because this interface is outdated. This doesn't align anymore with our payload. Okay, and the type, let's see. Oh, so not today, but tomorrow we can work a little bit on this allowed units, because I want to send, let's say, a data object regarding this. I want to transform this enum into a data object with label, colors, and so on if we need. But I don't know if we are going to have, let's say, icon for that. I believe we will not have. Okay. Then inside of the type we have. Oh, this is. How can I zoom? Oh, what am I doing? How can we zoom this? Because this is so small. No, it's here. Better, right? So the balance mode also, we want to get a proper data object here so we can play with it on the front end. The balance config the same. Requires approval true, requires justification false. So it's working. Of course, now if we go to our tests folder, if we go to the data, PeopleDear, time of request, and if we run, oh, we only have one test. What is this? This is data. Organization. Okay. And if we run this, it will fail. No. It will fail. No. 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 Time of request data test. Okay. Okay. This is not failing. Why? Why is this not failing? And this is, I think this is funny. Time of request type. Time of request type. Yeah. Okay. Because if we go and see the time of request and the type, if we run this, the factory already is creating a default type for us on this model. So it's because of that not failing. Okay, it makes sense. So we are good here. So let's say tomorrow we are going to handle this kind of stuff. Let me just run my test suite so I can see where we are regarding problems that we have. Composer test. I will play a little bit with the light before. Ooh. Actually, I think the color is quite the color or the light. It was okay today. Yep, tests are failing. I know that. I can plane take off. I I don't know why, but why do I really enjoy this kind of stuff? New laptop. New laptop. New Mac. Let's see. Buy Mac. Yeah, I can also go for like a solution like this one instead of buying a laptop, because I have a laptop and it's a Mac a MacBook Air, and so if I'm not streaming, it works very well, and I don't feel that for my side projects and so on, I don't think that I need to have anything else for the time being. And for my work, I have a MacBook Pro with a lot. It's a proper MacBook Pro, but of course that I don't use let's say the works laptop on this kind of stuff, and but this could be an option for me, and 32 gigas of mem. I just need to understand the CPUs and so on, and maybe watch some reviews regarding. But El Corte Inglês. Oh, maybe I'm going to buy tomorrow a new iStore. Apple, compro Mac. Bora. Mac Studio. By the name. Let's switch to English. No? Do we have... no. Feito para a Apple Intelligence. So my streamings, don't know, they will move so fast. I will code so fast that I will try to see how many characters I'm able to, or how many words am I able to write per minute. What? This is really what I need. until 18 streams the video. So yeah. Okay, so let's wrap up. When we started the video, if I'm not wrong, it was 6 tests failing, and now 48 tests failing. Okay, but look, I'm on the beginning of this application, and yeah, 92 tests passed. Okay, so we have more than 700 tests on this application, and 2000 assertions. So I'm quite happy with this. If you guys want to follow the project, you can go to the PeopleDear, okay, and yeah, here on the stage PeopleDear.com. It's another version of the application that I was building with Filament. You can go and check it. This one is deployed to Laravel Cloud, and yeah, I got already some cool stuff done there, and then we are going to bring this to this new application. Also the register and we don't have no, because it's a sign up, right? Sign up. It's not a sign up. It's a sign up. Oh, looks cool now. That's some test user, email address. Yeah, Francisco Barrento plus, I don't know how many times I already have tried this. Password. Password. Okay. Never. So let's say that Laravel needs to manage all those people that are working for them. Laravel, let's bring Laravel to the party. So laravel.stage.peopledear.com. Continue, and of course that they are going to choose the enterprise plan. Why not? Check out. Okay. Oh, we are giving 40 days for free to Laravel. And okay, so I don't remember what was the Stripe. No, 727. No, let's see if we can. What Stripe credit card numbers for testing. I remember now. Now that I'm seeing, I remember. Okay. Use any tree. Okay. Okay. Now. Hello? Hello? Oh, so we are charging twice our clients. This is smart. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so actually, so now we are bringing this to Laravel and Inertia. Yeah, and why am I not using Filament? There is no reason, okay? Just because I want to improve my skills in Inertia, and yeah, so I started from beginning just to learn, to understand, and even when I'm building an application with Filament, but not, come on, just a little bit more demanding application or complex application, I'm also using the action pattern, and then I change the, let's say, the edit and list pages of filaments, so I can use the actions, and I inject the actions on the filament resources pages and so on. Yeah, and but I think I'm not a front-ender, and I want to learn more about React, and of course I love Inertia, and that's why I started from fresh, and I think it's getting there, right? If we move to the... Why do we have only offices here? I know. Why? Question for the chat. Why do we have only offices here? Okay. Because, my friends, it's missing something. So, and what is missing is npm run dev. So I haven't yet built the assets. Let's run it again. Let's see. Now we will have something, okay? The time of types. And here they are. Okay. I don't think I want to stream tomorrow, and I work because I'm going to work on this application more. But I think tomorrow we will not be able to reach to the point that we can start to work on the front end again, unfortunately, because I would like to start to touch this again. And yeah, this is break also. Yeah, it's break, because if we come here, if we choose some days from 9 to 10, and if we submit this, we have an error. It's an easy fix, but the most demanding part regarding this form, it's that now we are getting the... yeah, actually, I don't know if it's going to be demanding. It needs work and time and care and love, because so on this page we are getting the enums and the value, these values from the enum, and we need to get this from the time of types table or model or something, and then we will be able to do it. And since we are here, look at this beautiful notification panel, and we can do a lot of things. We can delete the notification, we can mark as read, and then we can delete another one. And in fact, so Laravel Cloud last month they have released the support to WebSockets, and that's something that I want to cover in my live streamings, and actually right now we are using inertia pool to update the notifications on the application. So if you go to the inertia GS, the sites are so beautiful. This is the new design. I think it was also last month. So if we go to the documentation, and now they have the documentation, and this is I use it also with the Tenant Forge and some other projects, the same application that is behind. Tomorrow I will share with you what is the application. And let's look for it. Oh, it's here. So this is what we are using to get every 30 minutes, and we go and we check if that user has a new notification. And I want to change this to WebSockets and echo with the inertia, and then deploy this to Laravel Cloud and test Laravel Cloud WebSockets. Yep, that's the goal. Let's just see again the website. And let's see what is the here. It doesn't say, but if we inspect this, maybe we can find Mintlify or yeah, here it is. So this is the application that Laravel uses to manage their documentation, and the end result, I think, it's amazing. And if we go to my, let me see, to my GitHub, I want to go to an organization, and I want to go to the PHP dev kits. And we have here so I think Next week I will stop a little bit PeopleDear, and I will start to play and to build the Laravel Cloud SDK. They launched the WebSockets, but Laravel Cloud also launched their API. And so what I want to do is to build a Laravel Cloud SDK and play a little bit with it. I have reached Laravel Cloud support and Nuno Madeira, and they have provide me an API key so I can play with it. And so everyone is welcome to contribute to this project, and while we are doing this project we will have the chance to learn in a detailed way Laravel Cloud and how we can create applications, environments, deployments, different kind of services, and manage all of that through an SDK and through their API. So it's this project. But here on the Orto SDK, let's see if we have here just a link to the model for the Orto customer data platform API. Built on top of Saloon, this package provides a fluent interface to interact with the Orto's RESTs API. Don't I have documentation? Learn about Orto SDK. So you guys now have found out that I used Nuno Maduro package to build the starter kit or package to build this one. But come on. Simplify. Let me just see if I can. How? Yeah, so I have this yeah. So this is something that I am is paused, but I think this one is also a very cool project. Tenant Forge. This is like a Laravel application, but with done with the filament. It's a SAG starter kit, let's say, build with filament, with a lot of things, and the documentation is done through Mintly Fly, and it's getting there. But I will say that I had Orto. PHP. No, I don't know. So, forget it. I will search for it tomorrow. Laravel Cloud SDK, we already have started something here. Actually, we don't have anything. Yeah. Okay. Guys, closing and wrapping up. So, thank you a lot and see you tomorrow. Bye.